Tonight, I'll be sharing with you the truth. The truth about the war they want you to see and the war they don't want you to see. And at the end, we'll do something about it together. Woohoo! Hi, everyone. I'm Michael Sandler, your host on Inspire Nation, coming to you with a nice, deep, gruff voice tonight as I've been weathering a summer cold of all summer colds. I also have a new studio setup that has been finished or is ready to go live as of approximately 30 seconds ago. And I have Aya Bear in the chat right now, or on the phone right now. She is our moderator extraordinaire, letting me know whether the volume of the fountain is too loud. So everybody, let me know if you can hear me well, or if the peaceful sound sounds anything but peaceful, because we want peace here tonight, and we are going to do the most amazing peace-loving meditation at the end of the show tonight as well. So the question is, where do we begin? And it's really a matter of where we place our focus right now. And so I want to help us shift and see where we place our focus, why they're trying to take our focus away, and what to do once we regain our focus. So, point number one, as we're diving in. And it's interesting. I've had on guests before, particularly Greg Braden, who said, there's a battle going on. And whenever I hear that, I go, eeks. But you know what? He's right. Right now, if you turn on the news, thank you, Karen, thank you, Venus, thank you, everyone. Right now, if you turn on the news, there is a battle going on. Or I went back to this YouTube. We were playing with different titles and thumbnails earlier today before we had to go back to the crux of it. There is a war going on, and it's not the war that you think of. It's a war for your attention, and that makes no light of what's going on there. And we want to send so many prayers to everybody over in the Middle East, so many prayers to Israel, especially Iran at this time, with so many prayers for peace. But there is another war going on. It's a war for your attention. You are having your attention ripped away right now, and ripped away by design. When you see one thing coming after the next thing, after the next thing, after the next thing, that is designed to keep you off balance and take you out of your heart. And recent events have been doing that. Either you're concerned about the war, you're concerned about the economy, you're concerned about the fires, you're concerned about the assassination, you're concerned about. By design, it's to take you out of your heart. And forgive me, we're going to be doing a lot of drinking water here this evening. And it's especially important that you do the reverse, that you bring it back to your heart. So, if you read the headlines right now, and I checked the headlines briefly half an hour, 45 minutes ago to see if there are any surprises before I speak with you. If you read the headlines, what do you get? Disgust. Oh yeah, coughed that. Hold on. I may need to ask for a throat lozenge. Aya Bear, if you can call the mama bear and have her give me a rescue mission with a throat lozenge, that would be awesome. You can read the headlines. Disgust. You need to be disgusted about this. Death. Jeez. Death. Destruction. He said. She said. Wow. We're going to need... Hold on one sec here, everybody. I'm going to need a throat lozenge to pull this off. Throat lozenge emergency. All right. I have declared a throat lozenge emergency. If you read the headlines, you get disgust, you get death, you get destruction. You get he said, she said, outrage, outrage, outrage. It is all designed to make you outraged, to make you upset, even within a single headline. Let's say that you pick sides in this war, and dear God, there are no sides on a round planet. You're told, well, this is taking place here. You go, oh, thank God. But this could happen over here. You're being played, ladies and gentlemen. You are being played. Many of the headlines even tell you how you're supposed to feel. They'll put it in quotes. outrage declared because such and such took place. You are being played. Forgive me. We'll have a throat lozenge in a minute, or else I know where they are and I can make a sprint for it. If the mama bear didn't hear me, we'll see if those lozenges appear. They will tell you how you're supposed to feel. Even the best news, whatever that means to you, whatever you consider the most neutral, the most benign, the most informative to you, will still tell you, all right, we got to grab a lozenge. Hang in there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm coming. All right. I have no idea what I just took, but it will probably help me immensely. All right. Even the best news will tell you how you're supposed to feel. They will give you a hint that don't put it down. Don't do this. Don't do that. You need to. What these are? I think that's cough medicine. You want to say hi for one brief second? Oh, yeah. All right, let's get back to Mama Bear and dinner.
Is this medicine for me?
No, those are for me. Let you in on a secret, not the honey bear secret. Anyone who's telling you this is how you're supposed to feel, they don't have your best interest at heart, because only you should be able to decide how you're supposed to feel. Anything that tells you how you're supposed to feel is a part of the old power structure, It's trying to dictate to you how you should feel, what you should do, what you should think. And this is key. They're actually taking over your mind. That's the war that's going on. Michael, that's really dark. That's really conspiracy. No. Go to your mainstream news. Go to your non-mainstream news. Go to your social media. Go to anything. Somebody's pulling on your heartstrings, telling you how you're supposed to feel. Your favorite movie star, they're telling you why you should be disappointed, outraged, concerned, your favorite anything. They will tell you why there's an emotion that you should be feeling right now. All part of the old power structure. And it's as if we have this old school hive mentality where the king or queen bee, I guess it'd be a queen bee, dictates all of our lives. Here's what you do. Here's how you feel. Here's how you work. Here's how you live. Here's how you die. Now, there's a certain amount of us all together as one that is magnificent. But when there's one in power dictating your emotions, dictating your way, that's the old school way. I would say we're in trouble, but we are in the reverse of trouble right now. Forgive me. My body will make it through this. I felt this was too important not to have tonight because there is so much going on right now. Unlike a colony or a hive that takes care of itself, this one, we can call this humanity. We can call it the Western world. We can call it what's going on in the U.S. and Israel and elsewhere. And I'm not picking on any one country or any one system. Please forgive me. This old system is decrepit, it's diseased, and it's missing the loving interest at the heart of the colony. It is simply self-serving to those in power. Self-serving to those in power? Yeah, let's talk about that. Do you really want war? No. Does anyone really want war? Well, yeah, some people do. Do you think anyone wants to send their kids off to war? No. Does anyone really want shootings? No. Does anyone want killings? No. Does anyone want hatred? No. Does anyone turn to look at the person next to them and feel that they're afraid of them or they're afraid of them either way? No. Does anyone want any of the stuff this government or other governments are pumping, pimping, and pushing? And I'm not picking on any government. No, no, no. Then why are we told these are the only individuals to vote for? Full disclosure, I would never vote for anyone on any side that promotes war. But we're not giving other options. And we're told to support this. Well, this is a just war. We have to have measured reaction. Measured reaction, what does that mean? Kill the same amount of people? Isn't that eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth? This is the old war. The old war isn't just eye for an eye or tooth for a tooth. It's steal your attention. It's steal your heart. It's steal your means for creation. I can't believe I'm going to mention it. Aya Bear mentioned it to me yesterday. Did my research on it again. Do you know who the number one arms producer in the world is? Produces 7 times more weapons than China, 5 times more weapons than Russia. The U.S., supposedly the most peace-loving country. And I know everybody outside of the U.S. is going, oh my God. But why do we allow it to take place? Because our attention is directed somewhere else, or we're told that's important. We're a nation of peace-loving people. We really are a nation of peace-loving people. Let me say that again. We really are. Marianne Williamson, Department of Peace, couldn't agree more. We really are. And I'd love to put the Army, if I'm honest, I would love to put the Army in charge of putting out the fires and helping reverse climate change. We really are, think of 1 million people doing that, a peace-loving people. But behind the scenes, we're told to choose war. It's not our fault on a conscious level. It really isn't. Because there is a war for our minds that's been won or being won by the powers that be until now. Why until now? Somebody's going, war, huh? What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. You got it, Kayleen. Why is it changing now? Too much shit is going down at once. What? There has never been this much news in the news. Why? They're fighting for your attention. In fact, if they can't come up with a story, they're going to fabricate one or give you something so completely and totally outrageous that you know it couldn't happen. And at the same time, it's going to take your attention. Yeah, I'm talking about the VA, for instance. There's a complete and total war for our minds right now. It's easier to see now than ever as the veil is thinning, as we're able to feel into things. It is easier than ever to see we're being taken away from the truth, and you and I are being played. Or it's an attempt, at being played, and we're not going to take it anymore. Why? Because there's a bigger game at play. There's a bigger game at play. Or one could say, there's a bigger war going on. What's that bigger game? What's that bigger war? Consciousness. In fact, I got Archangel Michael behind me. Well, a figurine of him anyway. With the sword by his side, standing for what is just, standing for what is right, standing for what is important. And what is that? We are ascending. Despite everything you hear going on, despite the news, the stories, the horrors, the wars, consciousness, everything is evolving. And it couldn't be doing anything other than that. And not evolving like, hey man, I can do yoga, which is cool. And Hannah Bear starts, I think, this coming week. Very cool. But as in, we're feeling more, we're sensing more, we're seeing more, we're connecting more, we're hearing more, we're downloading more. We're completely and totally expanding. We're activating. We're opening up. We're shifting all at once, which is why it's the most incredible time to be alive. And at the same time, that higher density consciousness, call it 3D, call it physical, call it whatever you will, is fighting back with more bombs, more bullets, more outrage, more whatever. You can see it. We could go last week. We could look at it as an example. You have Elon Musk. Then you have the National Guard. Then you have Iran, Israel. And then you have a VA. And a who knows what else. And a who knows what else. And a who knows. And who knows. It's coming at us so fast, left and right, to help break us free. Left and right to help shake us free. Why? We can see all these things going on. And it's as if you were in New York City or maybe any other city across the country, and you're looking at a shell game or hats, and they've got the 3 hats, and they're moving them around. And if they can move around the hats fast enough, you can't tell. Ha ha! Where's the precious stone hiding? But guess what? We're on to them. And we want the shell game to stop as fast as possible, because what they're doing to divert our attention has truly deadly consequences. Oh my God, is my heart going out right now to so many people across the globe. Has truly deadly consequences until we stop paying attention to it. Michael, does that mean we don't say stop the wars? No. Michael, does that not mean we don't go into the streets if we feel called? No. But we don't feed into the machine. Because what the machine is designed to do is take your eyes off the prize. That's what the machine is designed to do. What in the world is the prize? Your consciousness, your awareness, your understanding, your heart. Corazon. Le coeur. That is what it's all about. We could say this is a war for your heart, because your heart ain't just a receiver, but a transmitter and a transmuter of all things goodness. Let you in on a little secret. Your heart can literally transform the world. And your heart can take these crazy energies, what else can we call them? Crazy energies, and turn them into something else. That's what we're teaching in this month's School of Mystics. Come join us. We're transmuting this energy into something positive. Your heart can take the energy of the world all around you and can literally transform the outcome of anything. Let me repeat that. So first there is to transmute or transform that energy. But your heart can literally take the energy of the world around you and transform the outcome of anything. Oh my God, and yes, I forgot to mention the assassination. It was in my notes. All of this is coming so fast for a reason. It's the battle for your heart, the battle to keep you disconnected, the battle to keep you out of a loving state. Why? Because in a loving state, all the power in the powers that be is gone. Let me repeat that. In a loving state, all of the powers in the powers that be are gone. We would not kill in a loving state. We would have no barriers in a loving state. We would not berate or belittle others. We would be totally inclusive in a loving state. We would not create weapons in a loving state, but we would maybe create plowshares and tools to help heal the planet, put out the fires, and truly transform the earth. So, yes, we are all powerful, Lily. We are all powerful. Why then aren't we in a loving state? Well, the fact is, we're getting there, and getting there rapidly, which is beautiful and amazing. How do we know we're getting there? Because the powers that be's are going flipping insane right now. There's nothing sane about what's going on in the Middle East. There's nothing sane about what happened in Minnesota. There's nothing sane about sending in your troops into your own country. There's nothing sane about any of this. I'm not picking on one side. There are no sides on a round planet. None of us would say any of this is sane. Well, but these people and those people, you're being fed a line that says we're different. Somebody mentioned to me recently, well, we don't want to talk to this person. Oh, I can hear Hannah Bear's favorite song, We Don't Talk About Bruno. We don't want to talk to Bruno about X, Y, or Z. Because then who knows what they're going to say. Well, here's my opinion. If somebody has a pulse, I love them. I may not want to hang with them. I really may not want to hang with them. I may want to exit stage left. But if I have the pulse, I love them. They're my brother. They're my sister. They're my cousin. They're my neighbor. They're my nephew. They're me. I'm a walking and talking expression of the earth. I'm a walking, talking expression of the divine. So are you. So is everyone. Why the hell would we kill anyone? Why the hell would we hurt anyone? I'm using that term hell specifically. Because we can have heaven on earth if we go back to our hearts. But if we listen to that junk and nonsense, and I'm not just talking about the news, I'm talking about where we place our focus, then we have what appears to be hell on earth, because the closer to that we get to the state of heaven, the more they're going to drop bombs, metaphorically and literally, to take our attention away from where it belongs. Where is that attention? Where does it belong? You are the creator. Gosh, I just want to pound on the desk. You are the creator. One more time. You are the creator. right now, the closer that we get to the state, the more the oligarchy, the more the gerontocracy. What does that mean? Forgive me, the old white guy. The more that the old guard pushes back and puts us into traumas and dramas to perpetuate the cycle. But we ain't fallen for it. These aren't riots. Yesterday, I was in Burlington, Vermont, 2 days ago. And we had a picnic in the evening where they had a No Kings rally earlier in the day. The place was totally clean. It was beautiful. It's perfect. There's no police that chased anybody out. The people who had their gathering cleaned up the place probably even better than it was before. These aren't what we're being told. And the people who are asking for change, they ain't rebels. Unless we look at ourselves as ultimate spiritual rebels. I guess that's me. I am the ultimate spiritual rebel. So are you for even listening to this. We might as well call this Rebel Radio. What's a rebel? People wanting a better life, seeing a better possibility, seeing a world that is designed and brought about through love and nothing less. That's who and what you are. That's why you're the ultimate spiritual rebel. We're the ones who see new possibilities. We feel the love. We wish to amplify it. Key point. Just by breathing in and bathing in the love, feeling the love, seeing the love, imagining the love, you are amplifying the love. So I had a brilliant question from a listener just a couple of days ago. And the listener wrote in an answer. I have a newsletter. Come join me, dailywoohoo.com. And she wrote into the newsletter and she said, how do I send love if I don't feel it? Somebody said those are fighting words. Yes, the best kind of fight. The fighting of opening our hearts, dropping our shields, and embracing everyone. I call that the open-hearted warrior. Archangel Michael got it going on. It's not a fight where we take the sword to or through anyone, but a fight where we draw everyone in love. The question came in, how do I send love if I don't feel it? The corollary to that question is, how do I envision a new future when I can't see it? How do I envision a new, how do I send out love if I can't feel it? How do I envision a new future when I can't see it? Let's address these. Then we're going to go to your questions and then go to a peace-loving meditation. We're going to do group intention meditation. And then we're going to call it quits kind of early because I've been laying down all day and I'm getting much, much better. I'm going to take a little bit of a rest. How do I envision a new future when I can't see it? Love is all around. Love is your natural state. Love is inside each and every one of us. You heal out of perfect love. You breathe or are breathed out of perfect love. If somebody in front of you was about to trip and fall and you could catch them, you would do so without even thinking about it, out of love. Look at every child today. They want to help someone. I said, Hannah Bear, I can't find my phone. Hannah Bear, I need some throat lozenges. She's not unique. They got it going on. It's not just the new gen. We all wanted to help out of love. We all wanted to help out of love. So how do we feel the love? Well, take a moment when someone gave you love. Maybe it was somebody gave you a gift and your heart broke wide open. Or you got a kitty or a puppy or a bird. I love you, Roo. Or, you went to a pet store. Or you're holding something or someone out of love. Or having a loving experience. A cuddle session. Making love. Seeing a child married. Whatever the case may be. We have all seen or experienced love. Or heck, for me, if I need to get to that state of love fast and I don't want to go to one of those places, I'm too tired. What do? Here's my cheat sheet. I go to the end of a good movie. The number of movies that I have spoiled because I just go to the end of it. I think there were 2 tonight. I don't know why. I was like, I need a movie right now. No, I'm not going to watch the plot twist. No, I'm not going to watch the torture. I don't even know what this movie is, but I'm going right to the end of it. Oh, there's the alien craft taking off and everybody's happy. Kumbaya. Go to that state. Put yourself back in it and feel that state. Oh, I held Hannah Bear since Hannah Bear was, she fit in my hand. Oh. Oh, go to that state of love. Put yourself back in that state and feel it. Feel your heart glow. Feel your heart expand. Feel your heart radiate. Now that you've got yourself in a state of love, take whatever it is you are feeling and send it out to the world. Here's another, we're going to call these pro tips. Another pro tip, not protest, another pro tip. Take that love you're feeling. Oh, I know it sounds so goofy, and thank you, Jane, and thank you, John, and Joan, thank you, Joan. Send it out, pro tip, to those you are most upset with. Oh my God, I can't believe he did this. Send them love. Oh my God, I can't believe Putin did this. Send them love. Oh my God, I can't believe what they did in this organization. Send them love. Send love, especially to your political enemies, who I promise you aren't your enemies at all. Send them your love. I don't know how to send them love. Very simple. Get back to that loving state, whatever that means. Ooh, this is falling apart. Oh, there's a picture on the other side. Oh, that one looks goofy. Send or get yourself in that loving state and send it out, especially to those you don't agree with. How can they be sending missiles? They're killing those people. And they're particularly killing kids. I ain't making light of shit. Excuse me. I ain't making light of it. But who's ever dropping those bombs, who's ever pressing those buttons, who's ever in charge of those missiles, please send them love. Do not wish them ill will. Ill will cures nothing. Ill will is old guard. Ill will is the old war winning. Yeah, we can actually go to Care Bear Stare. Care Bear Stare. If you remember what it was back in the 80s. And now you change everything. Send out love. Blast out, not blast missiles. Blast out love to exactly the people, the states, the government, who you feel wish nothing but ill will on others. Those aren't really people, Michael. The other country is defending himself because those people are monsters. Whatever that means. Send them love. There is no three-dimensional solution that will win this game. What do I mean by that? Nobody's ever won a war. Excuse me, we're into cough drop number 2. What do you mean nobody ever won a war? What about World War II? Hello? You don't think that's coming back right now to bite us? You don't think those same ideas, ideology, idegogs, if that's the right term, the term isn't coming to me exactly. You don't think that's coming back right now? Okay, you don't have a Hitler. You have similar opinions. You have similar beliefs. You have similar pains and ills and wounds that get to be healed. The wounds will never be healed if we fight those who have the wounds. The wounds will only and always be healed. And you can go to World War II and look what's happening is in Israel and the Middle East. If the wounds aren't healed, if we don't treat everyone with love, they come back and bite us hard. No one and no country has ever won a war for peace. No one and no country over the long term has ever bombed anyone back into a state of peace. It's never in the history of humanity ever worked in the long run. The wounds always come back. It's a closed planet. It's a closed system. The karma always comes back. The piper always has to be paid. On the other hand, I feel like being a good rabbi here. On the other hand, there's no limit to how much love you can send. There's no limit to how much love you can give away. There's no limit to how much you can transform the world through love. I call love the ultimate renewable resource. Why? Nobody said, oh my God, I love too much. I'm exhausted. You may have done too much out of love, but nobody has ever loved too much and been exhausted. I guess I belong in bed right now. I love you guys. I love this planet. I love everyone everywhere. I want to see every freaking missile parked, disassembled. And I want to see everyone, anybody who's running it, help rebuild the place and help reforest the world. That's why I'm on the mic here tonight. This is too important not to be. This is go time. The war is now. There's no limit to how much love you can send. There's no much limit to how much love you can send to those you don't like. Or if we're completely honest, to those you've been taught to hate. Nobody taught me to hate that person. I look at what they're doing. How could I not hate them? You've been taught to. You've been brainwashed. Because at the end of the day, hate is not something we're born with. Hold on here. We may have been born with past wounds. We may have been born with karma. We may have been born with epigenetics that makes us suspect of that person in a neighboring country. But we're not born with hate. Yeah, but you've never seen the neighbor's child. Bull, boop, ain't happening. We're indoctrinated into hate. That's the war. The more that you send out love, the more that it begins to soften their hearts and literally change their minds. Maybe they were about to send out a missile and they hold off. Maybe they were ready to send out a nuke. Oh my God. And they hold off. Maybe they're about to economically nuclear decimate the planet. Do some economic move. And they hold off. Oh my God. Maybe they suddenly go in a different connection. Oh my God. Who's my God? You. You have the power. You have such a power to create. You have no idea. When we watch the news, and it's okay. You take a 10-second look. They're doing this. They're doing that. They're doing the other thing. You get in, you get out. You send love. You get in, you get out. You send love. All right, here's where it's needed the most. Here's where healing gets to take place. I can't believe this person, group, organization, government's doing this. Here's where I will send love. You not only take the pro tip, but you raise it up and up and up. I see your actions and I raise you love to the power of 10. I see your actions and I raise your love to the power of 100. I see your love, which really is your evil in disguise. Put it in quotes. And that means you just need massive healing. And I send you love to the power of 1,000. You steer them, you begin to steer them with your hearts. That's the power inside of you. If we were really woo-woo here, and we went out to the forest, particularly at sunset, and we look at the trees kind of off focus for just a little bit. This is something I first experienced after my first near-death experience. We won't go there tonight, but what I saw is off focus, every tree glows. And you don't have to be a great spiritual guru to see the light coming off of trees. Here's where it gets really cool. If you go and you look at a tree and you see the light coming off of it, and once you can do it seeing on a tree, you can start to see it on people too. And then you start to send that tree love. It's like fireworks. That light grows tenfold. Or what I see and used to see so much after my NDE, I haven't focused on it now. I would see a vortex spinning off of the top of a tree, light vortex going up. And I'd say, I send you love. And it gets bigger. I don't send you love. I send you love. The more light you bring, and light is just love made manifest. It's love turned into a physical reality. The more love you bring, the more you literally steer people with your hearts and steer outcomes. More than a protest, not that they can't be important. More than a sit-in, not that that can't be important. But by focusing together on love, and we're going to do a meditation on this at the end, by focusing together on love, by sending out that state of love, you truly transform the future right before your very eyes. which means the first thing that we get to do, Laura says, have Robert Edward Grant on the show. I did, Laura. It's one of the few shows that I haven't aired. A couple years ago, he had a big math talk coming up, and he went so mathematical that, and I have a degree in computers, I couldn't even follow the talk. But maybe worth having Robert back at this point, and I send him so much love. The first thing we need to do is send love and send love and send even more love to those in need. So tonight, I know it's a pro tip that I want you to send love to those in real need, the ones behind the missiles, the ones behind bombs, the ones behind any news story that you're opposed to. But first, let's send the love to those who have the missiles being dropped on them, to those of their families, to those in harm's way, in fire's way, in flood's way, in earthquakes' way, in volcanoes' way. Send love to those in need. In fact, I get to set up a new donation. And then send whatever support you can. And after you've given so much love, not that it hurts, so much love that you're on fire, by sending out to those in need. Now send it out to those in real need. The power players, the power brokers, the ones who have the levers, the one who have the bombs, the one that have the missiles, the one that have the guns, the ones that are decimating this place, or so they think. Send love to the other side. Maybe it's to a Russia, or dare I say a Putin, or a Netanyahu, or a Trump, or whoever is the person on whatever side that you disagree with the most. Whoever that is. Practice sending them love. And to the soldiers, or to the police, or to the ones behind the bullets and the missiles, send them love as well. Do the pro tip tonight. Not the protest, but the pro tip. Send them love, send them love, send them love. And then beyond love, we take this to the next level. This is where it gets good. Remember, she asked 2 questions, this person who wrote in. Question number 1 is, how do I send love when I don't feel love? I think we got that. Question number 2, how do I envision a different future if I can't see it? How do I envision a different future if I can't see it? Ooh, we don't just send love. We send our leaders. Oh my God, is somebody who's really killing people a leader? Story for another day. We send our leaders a new blueprint. You're the leader. You are the leader. You send them the blueprint. I will practice, but don't judge me. Nobody judges us but ourselves at the end of the day. And we can set ourselves free from that through sending ourselves love. Okay, I tripped and screwed up. Now love myself. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I blew this. Oh, I love myself. This is real messy and ugly and whatever. I love myself. Love heals all wounds. We get to send these folk, these good, beautiful, loving folk, even if they don't know it, even if we don't see it on a conscious level, send them a blueprint. What's a blueprint? How do we want the world to be? Michael, I can't envision that. Well, do you want peace? Yeah, who doesn't want peace? Do you want people to be fed? Yeah, who doesn't want to be fed? Do you want clean air? Yeah. Clean water? Yeah. Friends with your neighbors? Yeah. Be able to travel the world? Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Abundance? Yeah. Be able to take out a yacht or whatever it is you want to do? Yeah. Well, guess what? You got a blueprint. It's right there inside of you. We send them a blueprint of how we want the world to be, on how we want the future to look like. A blueprint that gives them direction for their loving energy. Direction for their loving energy? Yeah. So I didn't have the energy to exercise today. You can see why. And I'm not an exerciseaholic, but I do exercise a lot. In fact, I got a running race tomorrow. It's a series. Will I do it? As a gentle jog is my guess. It's a very, very slow, gentle jog. Why? Because I'm working on, oh my gosh. I got kissed by a car 3.5 years ago. And I thought I was near fully healed. And the closer I get to fully healed, the more that things come up to play. My brain is so much better than it even was at that time. But I'm having some challenges on rocky, uneven surfaces, which I don't have when I'm in Florida. I'm in Vermont now. And so I'll go tomorrow and just practice the rocky, uneven surfaces, which gave me vertigo last week, to help me to train my vestibular system better. Out of love. And only if I feel up to it. But I have a blueprint of how strong I'm going to be. I have a blueprint of how I'm going to run again. I have a blueprint of how fast I'm going to go, how much I'm going to jump and dance from rock to rock. How do we send a blueprint to another? First, we send them love. That opens the pathway. If you don't send them love, pro tip, if you don't send them love, you can't send them a blueprint. What do you mean by that? Well, how many of us have been told what to do? And how many of us rebelled at being told what to do? Why? It wasn't coming with love. Now, if somebody cracked open our hearts, if we have such love and reverence and respect and good feelings for this individual, hey, Michael, do you mind if I give you a tip? No, I would love, I would love to hear, get it? You've opened the pathway. They've opened the pathway. I would love to hear what you have to say. Love to hear. So Rami is saying we're under attack in Tehran, Iran. I want this to be a huge part of the prayer tonight. Absolutely. And I want us to envision a dome of love protecting Tehran and protecting Iran. Isn't that a strange thing to say? Because in the West, oh my God, are people going to judge you? I don't want anybody and any child having to have this danger. I don't care where you are. But right now, there are places in the world that are literally begging for help, and they're not getting it. And we get to do what we can. So yes, that will be part of this prayer at the end. Right now, the channel is open when you send love, when they send you love, when somebody acts out of love, when you can feel the love, the channel is open. Now you can give them a blueprint. Now you can give them a blueprint for the future. By imagining something with our hearts, and it's carried on that channel. You can picture a light tunnel. Remember, light is love made manifest. Light is love made manifest. Someday I got to put these as t-shirts. Light is love made manifest. All right, what does that mean? You can literally have a physical tunnel of light. A physical tunnel of light, a channel by which, you want to talk about a bat phone between leaders, a channel by which you can get a message across seamlessly. And it will reach the other person if you dial out of love first. Imagine something with your heart. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to be psychic, meaning you don't have to go into detail. You don't have to get it quite right. There are bombs raining down on Tehran right now. What if we send all the love in the world to the Prime Minister Netanyahu? Are you serious? To all the people of Israel. Are you serious? To all the weapons dealers. To a government supporting that. To. And we can do this from the other side as well, because there are missiles going in the other direction. But what if we did that, and then we send them an image of peace, of people coming together, of people working together, of people healing the planet, of there being, oh my God, what if we can imagine Israel and Iran coming together to create the world's largest, I want to call them nurseries, fields of such incredible abundance, of such incredible fruits and vegetables, and I'm picturing wheat and barley and grasses, and you can see green as far as the eye can see, because everyone's come together as one. Oh my God, can you envision it? Can you now beam that message across? I can't go quite that far. Okay, can you imagine all the missiles stopping, everybody putting down their guns? They had this image, World War I, Christmas Eve. The Germans and the French laid down their weapons. They all got together. They hung out. They drank together. They played games together. They swapped cake, or so the story goes, together, or whatever they had in the trenches. And then they were told, hello, that's the war for your mind, told to go back to killing each other. What if instead we all came together and we saw Israelis and Iranians come together, drop down their weapons, or climb over the walls, and give each other's knock down fences, hugs and embraces. Can you picture that? Coming together and hugs and embraces. If you want to see peace, the easiest way is seeing people coming together and hugging. I mean, think about that. That is the ultimate message of peace. Not a handshake. It could be kind of young, kind of macho. A hug. What did they call it in Japan years ago? Belly to belly. See people coming together and hugging, climbing over a wall and giving each other a hug and embrace. Maybe tears coming down their eyes because the war has finally stopped. The greater war for your mind. If you want to see a calmer, happier country, we could talk about the U.S., calmer, happier country. See people coming together. Don't see a rally. Don't see a protest. Don't see anything for anyone. See us all coming together and hugging or embracing. Or maybe there's a line of shovels and we all grab a shovel and we work together and get busy on planting trees, on guiding water, on creating a new future. If you're up in smoke country, where there's fire after fire, picture everyone coming together and picture the military, forgive me here, excuse me, the military being called in with plowshares to put out the fires, plant new trees, plant new forests, and help heal the earth and help rebuild the buildings. Envision this. Somebody said, think of our children and it should stop. That is kawaii love. That is love. See whatever it is you desire. Greater peace, greater health, food falling from the sky. Food falling from the sky. Abundance for all. Homes for all. Hello. That's a right that's been taken away from many of us. Homes for all. See any of it and all of it and play with it. So dreaming is a tool. I don't know about you. I got in a lot of trouble growing up for daydreaming. A lot of trouble. I was in Catholic school. They take a ruler. Whap! Pay attention. What? I'm sorry. I was busy creating a new future. I was busy creating a new future. I want you to get busy creating a new future. Dreaming is a tool whose time has come and a skill long since forgotten, except by a truly select few. Somebody's mentioning permaculture. Permaculture is huge in the Middle East. Just think of what could be done. Dreaming is a tool whose time has come and a skill long since forgotten. We don't recognize or remember the power of our dreams. We don't recognize what we're truly capable of. I woke up this morning. Such irony, but kind of cool. I had a dream last night. I wrote it down. I don't remember the whole dream. But in the dream, I ended up in a little town. I think it's a little town called Preston, Texas. Never been there as far as I know. And the people were so incredibly loving and kind and wanted to feed us and wanted to take us in, wanted us to give us hugs. It was really cool. And then one of them had taken a sandal of honey bears, and honey bears' feet are growing bigger, and had turned them into and had woven sandals, soft moccasin kind of sandals, out of her old sandals that don't fit her anymore. And it was just such a loving expression. I woke up this morning and I wrote down my dream, did my channeling for tonight, did some channeling for tomorrow, did the newsletter, and then went online and started looking for sandals for Hannah Bear. Wifey gets up, and one of the first things she says to me is, I need to go out and look for sandals for Hannah Bear today. And I turned my computer to her and say, that's what I was told in my dreams to look for. Your dreams are huge. Your dreams are powerful. You are all powerful. And yes, she does have new sandals tonight because she starts swimming lessons tomorrow. How does it get any better than this? Oh my God. We don't recognize what we're truly capable of. We don't remember because we've been trained and untrained. There's been a war for our minds. We've been trained and untrained not to dream truly big dreams. I recently saw a documentary with Pharrell Williams, and his story was told with Legos. Why? Because you can put together those Legos in any way you want. Guess what? There are Legos inside of each and every one of us. Each and every one of us has just as many Legos that can be put together in an infinite number of ways to build a new future, to build a new reality, and literally to build a new earth. We simply get to practice with the Legos in our mind. Practice dreaming, practice scheming, practice imagining, practice what is possible, and see what may come. This is the time we get busy turning these building blocks in our mind over and over again, to turn the stones of the earth over and over again, to create a new reality, to create a better future. So we work on our imaginative skill. Now, it's true. Kids have this in spades. In fact, it's a newsletter I think I'll write tomorrow morning. I'm looking at a gymnastics mat in the living room. Who puts a gymnastics mat in the living room? Well, Hannah Bear had her second to last gymnastics class of the summer, or spring, last week. Her summer tumbling class unfortunately got canceled. And we were thinking to ourselves, how is she going to tumble over the summer? And then we were thinking to ourselves, well, Mama Bear and I were going, well, we don't really want to buy another gymnastics mat. We have several of them in storage in Florida. And I can see Hannah Bear probably went, dee, 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 dee. The next thing you know, we're riding our bike back the same day to the house on the bike path near here. And there is an exceptional shape tumbler track tumbling mat. Basically just doors down for the house with a sign, free, on it. How does it get any better than this? It's now in our living room. Kids are the ultimate manifestors. They manifest in spades until they've been fully indoctrinated, or as Don Miguel Ruiz Jr. would say, domesticated by the world. We have our dreams domesticated out of us. But we get to get back to this dream state, get back to dreaming, get back to playing with our dreams. Dream at night, dream in your waking hours, dream with your heart, dream when you watch the news. Take 5 minutes to dream. In fact, watch the news for 1 minute, dream for 5. You watch the news for 5, dream for 25. 5x your dreams, or 5x taking the time to dream that you spend on anything dwelling on negative, and see what happens. And it's not to say that dreams aren't more powerful, but this completely counterbalances any dwelling you may have in your mind. And there's word going on right now, and I love it, that 3.5% of the people came out for change in this country. We would have massive change. And there are studies that show if 3.5% of people come together for one thing, there's inevitably massive change. Well, it's not just if 3.5% of people come out does a government change. If 3.5% of us came together in manifestation, came together in consciousness, came together to dream for a brighter future, we could change the planet and change consciousness itself. Just 3.5% of the planet, maybe it's even less than that, can change the entire world. And we're there. I'll let you in on a secret. Then we're going to go to a few questions and then a meditation. We actually have that many people. It's just that our minds are being pulled away by this war. But there's at least 3.5% of people who want peace. There's at least 3.5% of the people that want us to evolve. There's at least 3.5% of the people that are awake, are aware, are closer to hearing spirit, are acting out of a state of love. We just keep being pulled left, right, and center. But we're already there. We simply need to get everyone aligned and focused on the same thing at once. What do we get aligned and focused on? Brighter future? Check. Greater love? Check. More peace? Check. Coming from the heart? Check, check, check. Food for all? Check, 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 check. Food, abundance, home, prosperity, peace, love, forgiveness, healing for all? Check, 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 check. And what happens when we do this? We end all wars. We end all supposed riots. We end all suffering, all strife, all derision, all division, all headaches, all belly aches. all of it once and for all and replace it with, excuse me, a better, greater world, one we can all be proud of. And truly, that's when we're welcomed in the galactic family, which is ready and waiting for us just round the bend. When we're ready to send out love and envision that new future and come together from bullets and bombs to the heart. When you're ready to go from bullets and bombs to the heart, it changes everything. So the question is, what are you? What am I? What are we all waiting for? And when do we begin? And I would say we begin in just a few minutes in meditation, and then every morning, every evening, every moment you desire. Bring it back to love, bring it back to love, bring it to greater hopes, greater dreams, to greater reality, to your new reality, and the greatest reality of all. A dome of peace and love for Tehran, for Israel, for Ukraine, for you, for me, for the world, for the planet, for all of us, out of love, by love, through love, for love, and you are love. And when you do this, you will discover you are the creator at the very highest level. And how does it get any better than this? Tawanda says, Michael, you know we love you. People don't want to do it. They aren't living me, me, me. Don't want to hear about we. Sad to know and understand. Who does this? All of us get to make the choice, Tawanda. All of us get to say enough. Enough of the killing, enough of the hurt, enough of the suffering. I don't want that anymore. What's a different way? And they'll listen to this message, Tawanda, when they're ready, and not a moment before. And they'll say, something about this resonates with me. I'm willing to try it. Hello. And here we are. So I'm going to take a few sips of water. Excuse me, cough drop stuck up there. We're going to take just a few short questions, and then we're going to dive into a group intention meditation. All right. From Manny. How do you spread love in isolation? Love doesn't know distance. Love doesn't know boundaries. Energy is energy everywhere. You can love as the monk does in a cave. You can love as a Gandhi or a Nelson Mandela did in jail. You can love from anywhere, and your love will still be felt. Love is energy. It can be neither created nor destroyed, but what it can't be done is contained. Okay, Moon Bandit. Is there something we can do to transmute the wounds, sending love or anything else? The easiest thing we can do at this point is send love. How can we transmute the wounds? We can listen. Listen to another. Let them be heard, truly heard. And then our higher selves can offer a higher level answer. The fastest way to heal a wound is for another to be heard. Right now, when the bombs are falling, nobody's listening. You want to know if a leader really wants peace? Did they invite somebody else over for dinner? That's where peace comes about. When we're truly listening to another. Manny, how about generational trauma? We send wound to ourselves, or send love to ourselves. We send love to them. Love can heal all wounds. Are there clearing exercises? Hugely so. Do I do group clearings? We've done clearings, I think, at least 50, maybe up to 100,000 people. That kind of trauma can be released in a group. But it first stems with love. People have to be open to be healed of that trauma. Michelle, what's the best way to use Ho'oponopono? Hi, Michelle. On all of these tragic situations and the leaders. Ho'oponopono is an amazing healing prayer coming from the ancient Hawaiians that recognizes that we are all truly one and recognizes, and this goes right back to Manny's question, that we heal our wounds and we get to begin healing everyone else's wounds as well. So the way that I like to play it is, and you can take this with a world leader. I'm looking to see if there's a coin around. Doesn't look like there is. You can do this with a world leader. You can do this with somebody you're disagreeing with. Could be a family member. Could be somebody involved in a lawsuit with you. Could be who knows what. And I want you to envision that person. And then I want you to envision them as we'll call it a gold coin, cough drop. And I want you to take that gold coin. Imagine that kind of like a Plinko game. You put it in, excuse me. We're going to wrap this up shortly. Put it in through the top of your head. Have it go boing, right down into your heart. There at the center of the phoenix rising from the ashes. And now that you've thought of that person and you put them in your heart, now I want you to release them and not think about them at all. And I want you to send these 4 lines to yourself, for yourself, through yourself, and about yourself over and over again, which will help to heal them as well because you're truly all one. I love you. Please forgive me. I am sorry. Thank you. I love you. Please forgive me. I am sorry. Thank you. I love you. Please forgive me. I am sorry. Thank you. You are not saying I love you to the other person. You're not apologizing or asking forgiveness to the other person. This is all for your heart. Because at the end of the day, we are truly all one. Because why would we kill another? We are all one. That's not metaphorical. We're all on the same rose bush. We're individual roses. Individual expressions of the whole. See if we can hang in there about another 10 minutes. But we are all one. Say it over and over and over again before you go to sleep, when you rise, anytime you can, and it helps heal. Leanne, I don't understand what you mean by a blueprint. If we can't visualize the future we want, how can we send a blueprint? Leanne, please forgive me, but my guess is if I asked you what you want for the future and you said, I don't know what I want, you still want peace, right? I'm sure you want peace. You'd like everybody to be able to have food, like more abundance for yourself, right? I got to assume that's a yes. Greater health? Yes. Be able to sleep at night without worries or concerns? Yes. Be able to sleep at night without worries and concerns for your kids? Yes, yes, yes. And on it goes. That's a blueprint. That is as much a blueprint as anything else. Doesn't have to be perfect. Doesn't have to be specific. It can be, oh my God, I just want people to feel love. There's a beautiful gentleman earlier tonight in Iran where there are missiles falling all around and there are literally people dying, and not a few, a lot of people dying. We can certainly envision and send a blueprint of all of those missiles stopping. Excuse me. Imagine all of the missiles stopping, everything going silent, everybody seeing stars, everybody seeing the moon, everybody hearing the war is over, and everybody is coming together as one. Oh my God. That wasn't that hard to envision, but that is a cosmic blueprint that you can send. All right. I'm going to drink a little bit more water, and we are going to do a group intention meditation and see if I can make it through that. But again, this is out of love. I feel better. Benadryl, I'm seeing Benadryl. I'm seeing oregano. Woo! We got this. All right. I guess I should mention, I do have a School of Mystics where we teach this and teach you how to live at a higher level, usually without all of this coughing and stuff involved. That's 4 Wednesdays each month. We got it this Wednesday as well. You can try it for free. We'll put the link here. And if you just want that free daily attunement, dailywoohoo.com. It's a great way to do that. All right. Taking a moment. You said X. Hold on here. All right. I'm actually going to take some children's cough medicine right now. Homeopathic. Let's see if that can help me get through this meditation. Because this to me is so important. And I can't make light of it. Salud. That should do it. Oh, yeah, we're there. Okay. Wow, this is going to be a beautiful, powerful meditation. And I want to send love. I want to set an intention before we begin. An intention, I'm going to blow my nose one more time. I want to set intention for all bombs to magically, instantly stop working. And for everybody in need to be able to get the medical care they need, to be able to get to the hospital, to get to surgery, to get whatever they need instantly, right now at this moment. And there be complete and total peace and relief for all, beginning right now. So with that said, I'd like us all to close our eyes, get comfortable in your chair, maybe wriggle back and forth on your chair, maybe massage your feet back and forth on the earth, or your hands on your legs. And we're going to take a nice, slow, deep breath in together as one, and out as one. In and out. In and out. Now, because this is a group intention meditation, I want us to imagine that we are all forming the giant, largest circle in the world. And we take hold of somebody's hands to our right. We take hold of somebody's hands to our left. We're in, let's say it's a giant desert, but a super calm, peaceful evening. And we breathe in together as one as we look at the twinkles of the stars. And out together as one. In and out. In and out. Now as we keep on breathing in and out together as one, we're looking up at the twinkling of the stars. I want us to imagine that we're all coming together with one vibration, one frequency, one light, and one message. And what's that message? Well, we want peace, but we're going to start first with love. And so I will want you to imagine, whether that's a puppy in your hands, a baby, a special sacred moment, whatever is the most amazing moment you can ever remember that cracked your heart wide open. I'm thinking of the moment I married my Pookie. And I want you to put that moment in your heart. Feel it, experience it, embrace it. And now I want you to look up toward the heavens and imagine that you are beaming that love out toward the heavens, up to a central point, and that everybody around you is beaming out to that central point as well. And all of our rays of love and light come together as one, kind of like beams of a laser, all coming together as one with this amazing golden white light. And now we take that light and we shoot that light literally to those in need right now. To everyone in Tehran, to everyone in Iran itself, to everyone in Israel, everyone in Ukraine, everyone in Russia, anyone, anywhere where bombs are falling right now. And we send love and send love and send love. And as you do so, something strange starts to happen. And you see the sky above you begin to glow. And so you send more love. and you see the sky begin to glow brighter. And so you send more love, and the sky grows brighter still. And so you start sending so much love, even with your eyes closed. It's as if you're staring at the sun itself, and now you're ready. Now let's take those beams of light and shoot them toward our leaders, in quotes. Those with the missiles, those with the guns, those controlling the bombs, and send them that light, send them that love, send them more and more. Feel it in your heart. Remember that love. Remember how you got it there. Whether that's holding a loved one, a kitty, a puppy, a marriage, whatever it may be, feel that love. Send them more, and send them even more still. And now, just when you think you can't send them any more love, send them peace. What's that look like? Maybe it's stillness. Maybe it's silence. Maybe it's seeing people coming together in a hug, coming together in an embrace. Maybe it's seeing a peace treaty signed. Maybe it's seeing an amazing dinner. Again, people coming together in hugs. What symbolizes the most amazing peace to you? And let's take it beyond that. Imagine seeing people growing crops together. Seeing people building hospitals together. Better yet, seeing people growing healing centers and birthing centers and the most amazing trade and arts centers in the world. So everybody has total abundance. Everybody is friends. Everybody is working together. Everybody can't believe how far we've come since the bombs were falling. And seeing everybody acting out of love, for love, through love, and about love. And most of all, can you see those hugs? Can you feel those hugs? Can you imagine those hugs? And if you cannot, go back into your heart and remember that hug. Remember that loving moment. Remember that kitty, that puppy, that baby, that marriage, that whatever. Put yourself back in that state. And then bring yourself right back to the most amazing blueprint to the future and beam that out to the quote-unquote powers that be. See them coming together out of love, seeing their hearts melt, seeing them finding a way to work with each other. Maybe even seeing them with golden plowshares. How does it get any better than this? You look at the country that was once damaged and you see healed people. You look at the lands that were once destroyed and you see lush carpet of greenery. You look at the lack of abundance and you see so much food being grown as far as the eyes can see. You see a healed people. You see a healed nation. You see a healed planet. And you see healed kids. Running and playing and dancing together because they know no borders. They know if they go to gymnastics, it doesn't matter if somebody's red, if somebody's blue, if somebody's Iranian, if somebody's Iraqi, if somebody is from the Gaza Strip, if somebody's from Israel, if somebody's from Ukraine, if somebody's from Russia, if somebody's from Mars. Kids just want to play. They want to be safe. They want to have fun. And you see them playing and dancing and having fun. But you look closer, and what you really see is the kids aren't just kids. They're adults. They're elders. They're most senior of seniors. You see everybody in the streets dancing and playing and celebrating and having fun, celebrating peace, celebrating ease, celebrating abundance, celebrating homes, celebrating this most amazing turn for all of humanity beginning today, right now in the middle of June 2025, or whatever day, month, year, or whatever it may be for you. You see this turn for peace. You feel this turn for peace. You feel the safety, the ease, the amazingness. You see all of those missiles flying above, all of a sudden turning into this beaming golden light of love, and everybody beneath being safe. Seeing it all turning into this most amazing light and love, and all of a sudden crops sprouting out from once there was desert. You see them all turning into light and love, and everyone coming together as one. Feel it in your heart. Massage it into your heart. Tap it into your heart. And then beam it right back out to the powers that be, saying, this is our blueprint for the future. This is what we want. This is what we see. This is what, in a sense, as creators, we command to be made so. Not through power, but out of love. Love for you, love for me, and love for all. And as we wrap things up and open up our eyes, how does it get any better than this? How does it get any better than this? Woo! Well, I think we made it. I think we made it through this. Oh my God, what you did is huge. What you did will have positive consequences and will have the most amazing ramifications. So I'll see everybody who wants to come join us, School of Mystics, Wednesday, free, absolutely free to try. I'll see you in my newsletter tomorrow morning, dailywoohoo.com, if you'd like to join me there. Thank you, Bear. Thank you, Ann Bear. Thank you, Gwen. Thank you, Bobsters. Thank you to all of our members of the Dream Team, now, past, and future. Thank you. Thank you to all of our School of Mystics members. How does it get any better than this? All of our Backstage Pass members. Oh my gosh, I can see this. Carolyn saying it's Iranians are in the streets celebrating. I love it. And I'm not making light of anything. We can make this so. And on that note, I'm going to end right now so that I can get myself some water and a little bit of rest with some beautiful light and love music from my dear sister, Ayla Ray. I love you so, 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 so much. I love you. I love you. I love you. You are the creator. You are the magnificent. You have it going on. And if you are in Iran or anywhere else that the bombs are falling, oh my God, do I send love and peace and safety for you as much as I possibly can. Be well, everyone. Good night. Richard and Angie, if you're watching this, lots and lots of love.
Every day there's a new horizon. Birds keep on singing, earth keeps on spinning. Time to toss any fears that rule you. Dance to vibrations, no limitations. Shine, hold the sunlight on your chest and fly. Look to the sky, let your spirit shine brightly, shine brightly. Oh, shine. Share the magic deep in your soul. The glitter around you. Live your greatest truth. Catch those dreams, swimming beside you. Yours for